Hello and welcome, dear viewer, to my channel. Today in our video, I will tell you what stories people have sent me in the mail. My 34F husband, 32M, won't admit he's not as attracted to me after my breast reduction. My husband and I have been together for almost 5 years, married, and 10 years together in total. The biggest issue I have had with him is his lack of expression in terms of genuine affection or comments on my appearance. He basically says that no matter what, I look beautiful to him, and as much as I love him saying that all the time. It's clear that he doesn't really like everything I do with my appearance, and it's starting to get to me. For one, he hates me using a huge amount of makeup, but never says anything about it, even though his tone and the way he acts. I can tell whenever I use a lot of makeup, he just hates it, even though he tries to act like he is perfectly fine. Not only that, but it was the same thing when I had some extra weight on me a few years before we got married. He never said a thing about it, but when I lost the weight, he was way more affectionate and wanted to always hold me and just got way more intimate with me. Recently, however, things got a lot less passionate. You see, I've always had a problem with my chest size. I was around an F cup size. And recently I decided to go down to a C. And after I recovered, no matter how supportive he was, and how much he helped me get through the surgical pains, I can tell he hated that decision. He seemed to act differently toward me all the time. He's less intimate during sex, doesn't compliment me as much, and just seems to have a completely different attitude. Although he keeps telling me everything is fine and he still thinks I'm beautiful, I'm just not convinced. The way he acts says an entirely different story, and I need help getting him to admit it. I, 19F, enjoyed kissing my friend, 20F, more than kissing my one-year BF, 19M, and I don't know what to do. Before starting, I'd like to say that all names are fake, and that this takes place in Europe, so we were not drinking while being underage. I, 19F, have been in a relationship with my BF, 19M, for more than a year, and I have to say that I love and care for him very much. Recently, I've been to a party with a couple of friends, including one of my childhood friends, Amanda, 20F, who I've known since middle school, and who with I'm really close. Sometime into the party at around 4 a.m., both me and Amanda were wasted, like couldn't even walk straight wasted, and saw that some of our mutual friends were making out. We both laughed at them, and after that, Amanda kissed me too. It wasn't like a making out sloppy kiss, but rather a soft and gentle one. After that, a friend started yelling at her that I have a BF and she should leave me alone, and that's what she did. She apologized the next day, and I said it's all okay, and my BF assured me that he is okay with me platonically kissing other people, but I had never done that because I wanted to be loyal. Also, knowing how drunk we both were, he said that he wasn't angry and just glad I told him. Now here's the problem. Neither me or Amanda is straight. And ever since it happened, I can't stop thinking about the kiss every time I see her. I keep wanting to do it more, and none of the kisses my BF offers me feel the same as that one. I don't think I'm in love with her. I still believe that I love my BF the most, but at the same time I can't stop thinking about that kiss. Should I tell my BF how I feel? I don't want him to break up with me. I still love him, but I'm really confused. P.S. 1. Yes, I have had feelings for Amanda a couple years ago, but I've gotten over her sometime before meeting my BF. 2. My BF and Amanda are the only two people I've ever kissed in my life, and I think I had the same reaction when I've kissed my BF for the first time, but I don't remember. So for people who have kissed multiple individuals in their life, is what I'm feeling normal, and does this happen every time you kiss someone? Should I, 22F, break up with my boyfriend, 23M, just because I don't love him that much? Should I break up with him or not? So I honestly don't know where to post this, but glad I found this group. I just wanted to let this out too. We've had a conflict before this when I told him I wanted to break up with him. But anyway, before that, here's the story. We met online in 2021. We became friends, but we barely shared our personal information, including real names and faces, until we finally met in real life in January 2023. We're both in our early 20s. It happened so fast. He confessed he liked me in our second meeting. Then, we became in a relationship in February. He's my first boyfriend and I'm his first girlfriend. But I don't think it matters in the story. To be honest, I already liked him when we were talking online, but it was him who fell harder when we met in real life. It was a pandemic, and I was deprived of attention from the opposite sex, and he was nice and friendly. Just a few days ago, I told him I wanted to break up with him. He didn't get mad. He was understanding. We just started the relationship and I wanted to end it. Reason? Probably because I realized I couldn't stay with someone who's not 100% my type, and I needed a guy I'm so madly in love with. I love him for who he is, but I'm really looking for something that he cannot give to me. I wanted a guy who would casually take candid photos of me, or of us. I wanted a guy who would invite me for a coffee. I wanted a guy who would always ask me for a date even though it's just his idea. I wanted a guy who could make me feel so in love. Although I feel something for him, I really think it's not enough. He wanted this relationship to last for a long time, and I wanted to end it now. I feel so bad. He said we just started, so let's see what's going to happen in the coming days. In the end, I didn't break up with him. We both knew it happened so fast, but we couldn't do anything about it. Yes, I love him, but it's just not enough. I already told him that we don't have the same amount of love for each other, but he just accepted it. I don't want to hurt him, but I want the best for me. He has accepted me for being who I am, mentally ill and suicidal. Obviously, it's hard to find those guys these days. He has also accepted all my insecurities. It's hard to replace him, but I don't want him to change for me. If he can't be a guy who would take photos of me without me knowing, that's fine. I don't want him to change. So I'm accepting that, but I still yearn for that kind of attention. Yes, he gives me a lot of attention when we're together, but I still feel like I don't love him that much. I'm so confused about what to do. Just found out that my 25F BF, 24M of 1.5 years, pursued other women online early in our relationship. So basically, I just found out that my BF of 1.5 years, who I'm planning to get married to and make a family with, 3 months early in our relationship still texted other girls online. It was a long time ago, but still made my stomach drop, and now I don't really know what to do. 3 months into our relationship, he wasn't honest and still pursued others. He doesn't text other girls anymore, and he claims that he loves me wholeheartedly, but it doesn't change the fact that 1.5 years ago, he hid this from me, and simultaneously tried to get with other women. Makes me think he just settled for me because he couldn't succeed. What do you think? My F29 boyfriend, M30, isn't honoring boundaries with his coworker, F late 20. We've been together a year. In the earlier stage of our relationship, there have been issues with boundaries trust. But we have since talked extensively about it and haven't had any new issues until today. My BF works for a small company, and one of his female coworkers has asked him multiple times to get drinks, coffee, etc. He typically either ignores the text or gives non-committal response. She never asked to hang in the context of a group, but one-on-one basis. My gut feeling tells me she's interested in him, and I told my BF this. But he doesn't think so. I even offered once that he could respond with asking to bring me. That way I could get a feel for her, but he chose instead to ignore her text asking to hang. Recently, this girl has left their job. She texted him she wanted to stay in touch, to which he replied, "Yeah, for sure." I did not like this response, but he said it was one of those things you say just to say, not BC, you intend on following through. So I left it alone. Few weeks passed by, and she texted him this Monday about a certification they both want to take for their job. He engages in convo with her, but stopped responding when she asked to hang out. He doesn't tell me about this when it happened, though. Few days later, she texts him again, talking about the work certification, and he engages in convo with her about it. She then says they should meet and catch up. This time, though, he says, "I'm down." She follows up asking what day would work best for him, and he didn't respond back. I accidentally found out about all of this. He tells me he honestly just forgot to tell me about it, and he intended on letting me know and just caving in and having all three of us hang. I blow up and tell him if he doesn't shut her down right now, there would be no more discussion. He then texts her, "I don't think we should hang out." Even though their convo wasn't inappropriate, he still did not enforce boundaries. This is making it really hard for me to believe in more aggressive situations. SP if it was a girl he was interested in. He would handle himself correctly. IDK what to do, I'm debating currently if we should break up. IDK if there's a way to work through this. Any suggestions, please? Write in the comments what you think about these stories. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and like this video if you like it. Also put a bell so you don't miss new videos. See you soon.